What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, of We Happy Few. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a different episode because it's update time. That's right. This is a surprise update that actually came out on the 8th or 9th, depending on where you are. And I got this on the 9th, unfortunately. It's time zone difference, that's all. And today is Saturday night, recording to get this episode out to you on Sunday. Now, they've actually released alpha version 29664. You check out the news, here it is. Hey, they're good looking. How you doing? So, this here is making a world a more believable place by including better coasts, lighting, vistas, AI behaviors, bug fixes, balance and changes, and all that kind of stuff. Where it is? Why can't I? Let me move it. Let's go with the mouse then. Okay, so here's a list of every single thing. So I'm gonna go through a bit of these here. And I'll skip over a few here and there, but I'll put a link, hopefully if I remember, in the description. If I forget, it is on Steam. Go to the We Happy Few store page there. You'll see that they put an update out. You can click on there. You can see the full changelog there. But let's get right into it. So basically what they've done is hundreds, and I'm pretty sure it's in the hundreds mark. Not just 100, but over 100 of them. So the encounters, like a pass on creating the indoor lives of Wellies was implemented. And basically what this means is that they're going to be interacting with their own homes a lot more. They're not going to be just standing around waiting for you. They're going to be moving around, looking like they're actually doing stuff inside their houses. So that's a pretty cool thing. And you have to basically hide in things. You can observe what they're doing, see where they go, the things that they do, so that you're now going to have to be a little bit more stealthy to get through people's houses. Bug fixes are related to the map markers not appearing, dig spots not getting map markers, encounters breaking in annoying or mysterious ways. House of the Inventor added speakers and intercoms so Faraday can yell at the houseboys from her cage. Faraday now completely sealed in her cage. She, in a previous update, she was escaping from there. So they finally got her trapped in a cage, and she's got to be there. She's got a new pneumatic tube system with a port to the right of her cage. Addresses issues with quest objects sometimes falling behind Faraday's cage window and then being able to not retrieve those. They fixed the TV altar, Uncle Jack not sitting on his chair. Victory Garden is now overgrown with vines, rendering it more secret, which is good since it was supposed to be a secret in the first place. Lilies of the Field fixed the first bark from the crier that was not playing. Also, Mission Giver should no longer lose her mind if the player perpetrates violence nearby and thus allowing the quest to be completed. She will still be angry if you hit her, however. I Need a Pipe. They removed most suspicion stimuli from Floyd so he doesn't aggro unless being attacked. You can now greet him as much as you want while the quest is not finished, and he'll repeat his VO. Lovebirds tweaked to the animations. They're still a work in progress. They're going to fix a pop-in with the bouquet prop, notify. Unkind Dead, they fixed the missing loot after loading the game. Motiline spills now exclude tenacious motiline fumes, which are toxic. Use a gas mask to avoid taking damage. Crazy Legs and Misery Parade fixes support for higher liveness radius for specific characters. Fixed to follow patrol behavior to persist even without a navmesh. And hey, what's this Misery Parade anyways? It's an encounter that's been in the game but completely invisible since launch. You should now be able to, or it should now show up and probably kill you. Let us know if it shows up and kills you. That sounds interesting. I might want to go look for that. Altar of the Amp, slight improvement to the beginning of the play logic and repopulate script. And fixed objective not appearing at the beginning of completed, which was completed in suites. They disabled refrigerator POIs globally since NPCs were pretending to look inside refrigerators that actually don't open. Created the village desk writing POI. Players and NPCs now sit on most chairs and couches in the villagers' houses. Villager now cooks on the stove, so this is what they were relating to before, where it's making it look like they're actually doing stuff in their house. So it's not just them standing in a room waiting for you, they're going to be doing shit and interacting there. They linked village house TVs with couches and chairs in front of them so they can be open and closed when the NPCs want to watch television. Added the look and mirror POI for male and female NPCs, so they're going to stand in front of the mirror and basically look. Added some gramophones as a temporary model, but they're going to be used to play 45mm records and attract multiple NPCs. You can also give those 45 RPM records to NPCs. That's something else they've added in. They wipe countertops now. They freak out. They freak out less when a TV or a radio is turned on in another room and simply go to enjoy Uncle Jack or the music. So it set all village house TVs and radios off by default. So if you go into a house, you can basically turn on the TV, maybe sneak around into another room. Who knows? They can now use the village house bookcases to search inside, as well as take visible objects and shelves, or from shelves. Playability modifications to Second Garden District Island houses: adjusted layout, adjusted bed, added tripwires and alarm, increased loot value for alarmed areas, added open-close sounds for village loot containers, cupboards, stoves, shelves, all that kind of stuff. They didn't have any tripwires or alarms, used instant suspicions targeted towards the player, generally ensures that nearby AI are alerted to the player's presence. What else we got here? Iron chest digging spots are now available, improved drinking at the sink animation, lowered outdoor television so that Wellies watching them will no longer appear to be staring at the wall. Wellies will sometimes knock on house doors as if hoping to find their friends home. They are not home, even if they are home. They are just going to ignore the knocker because they might be selling something or they're dead. You probably knew that. More hunting down and fixing, yeah, because we killed them, that's what they mean by that. More hunting down and fixing map marker bugs. So that was a big thing that they did 2 updates ago, is they revamped the entire map marking system, and now they're just kind of implementing any kind of fixes to do with that, and doing a great job at it, by the way. As for gameplay, the NPC health bar prototype is now added. Still a prototype, but they couldn't stand having the eye there. That's Mark, the programmer. Also communicate NPC status effects such as bleeding in a visual way. Gifting cannot be done from behind. Choking is done from behind. Suspicion reduced when the player forces coin box. Change the drowning detection to be based on height, Z equals 0, and the absence of the gameplay volume. Bleeding uses different rates on NPCs compared to the players, much more punitive on NPCs, 2% per second. Increased probability of contracting infection from a bare hands attack to 25% for wastrels on Second Garden District Island. Updated created hold sockets for a few pickups such as teacup and canned juice. Makes the sight of a character holding these pickups less unintentionally comical. NPC health bar prototype added as said. Certain village and garden district houses have new dressers. Floating candles no longer float. Set map marker to use new toxic fog category for toxic fog zones, and a new motoline category for sources of motoline. And they finally tracked down the elusive can't enter your shelter bug, and that should be fixed. As for the weapons and tools, players can now impart some of the same status effect as weapons when used by NPCs. What? Right, remember how an NPC with a cleaver could whack you and cause you to bleed? Yes, now you can use the same weapon to make them bleed. That's the first pass implementation, so it may have some bugs. They're going to obviously check that out by our feedback. The Jimmy bar now breaks after 4 uses, up from 3. Renamed Psycho Dart to Berserk Dart. Berserk Dart applies Berserk effect for 30 seconds. Berserk Syringe for 1 minute. Added the transition to Berserk behavior. Same animation as the Feral Wastrels for Berserk Syringe use. Fixed getting stuck for a short time after injecting someone. Added Berserk Syringe to the list of pickups. Crash Syringe added instant suspicion of suspicious when Arthur yells that the injected target is a downer. Increased durability of the rusty shovel. Reduced rubber duck suspicion to lock to 5 seconds. Power cells now stack in lots of 5, same as the empty power cell. Pump repair kit, or repair recipe now requires 2 adhesive, down from 3. Vinegar now takes up 1 inventory block. Recipes and resources. So this is, guys, this is what I mean. They're doing a shitload of updates. This is a massive update. They went away to Gamescom, and basically this is all the fixes they were working on, I guess, during that time while PR was out there. We had the guys hard at work in the computers, and just holy shit, were they ever going nuts. So recipes and resources generally make key resources more plentiful. Only if you search, you shall find. Streamline recipes and improve the yield of recipes that create batches, which is, I think, what I experienced at the end of the last episode. You saw how when I was searching for those, I can't remember the damn flower or leaf that I was looking for to make the balm. And shit, I was finding like 14 in a plant, or 5 in a plant kind of thing, so that was awesome. Garden District stoves have increased chance to contain rare mushrooms, added more charcoal. Garden District fireplaces have more charcoal. Toilets and bathtubs may contain rare mushrooms. Added Dr. Doll and Dr. Doll recipe, tweaked recipe to yield 3 dolls. Doctor will only accept Dr. Dolls as a gift. Added Dolly recipe to crafting manager, foundational work for ways the player can deal with the dreaded doctor soon to come. Black powder recipe is now 1 saltpeter plus 5 charcoal to yield 3 black powder. Food poisoning cure, remove berry ingredients requirement, so you don't need berries for the food poisoning cure. Tweak Dolly recipe to require 2 cloth and 1 sewing kit. Adjusted bandage recipe to yield 5 bandages from 5 dirty bandages and 1 alcohol. Added berserk syringe to the recipe. Removed red pills, which did nothing. Goodbye stupid artifact object. Added a pickup spawner for 45 RPM records on top of the table in the village houses, but under the book. Made adhesive common and power cell uncommon in village houses. Tweaked yield amount in berserk dart recipe. Adjusted breakdown bomb recipe. Replaced mechanical parts ingredient with phytosteroid. Added charcoal to a series of crash recipes. Dart syringe bomb. Charcoal absorbs the toxins, as charcoal tends to do. Crash effect, forced downer effect, is now permanent, neutralizes joy in a character's system. Added crash bomb and crash dart recipes. Added explosion and trail effect for the crash bomb. Now as for the AI, and this is almost the last little bit, we got about 3 more sections to go here, and this is, I know it's a lot, guys, so if there's something that you didn't quite understand or anything like that, like I said, definitely check out the Steam page. You'll get all of these updates. Everything that I'm reading is right off of their page on the Steam website. Okay, so many more lip sync lines of the VO added. Wellies accept 45 RPM records as gifts. NPCs are not attracted to POIs based on their needs anymore, but on the schedule per need. POIs only define their need. Type which keys, what schedule to use, no more thresholds, advertised needs, etc. Fixed issues with characters ping-ponging between the same 2 POIs. Addressed liveness issues with restoring collision and movement to unpausing NPCs. Improve NPC access to the ludicrously giant round beds POI. They're actually usable now, and they integrated begging animation for beggars. So now you're gonna have them kind of like getting on their knees and putting their hands together, kind of thing, and like, please, please, please. Art, new lighting, new jerky food, new juice can mesh, new toilet and sink assets, updated brick material, reduced explosion glow, improved hit impacts, fixed moonlight not being used as atmospheric light. Fixed position of water, visual effects in village bathroom sinks, properly placed floating toilets, minor fixes to visual artifacts such as low resolution textures in some characters and objects, floating signs, floating boards, etc., etc., and new jaunty signs added to the village. As for World Gen, added mountain terrain towards the horizon, added new cliff geometry so that the edges of the islands do no longer resemble grassy brown whale skin. Cleaned up the shore planner and handle selection to pieces planning the stage. Allow foliage planner to plan over top of extra terrain features from static meshes. And check bridge overlaps. Remove village fillers with only a single corridor or staircase. Basically include building interiors that led nowhere that have been removed. And miscellaneous, they've implemented a method of partial game updates, eliminating the need to completely download a new version of the game for most updates. Expect greatly reduced download time sizes, especially for hotfixes. Subtitles removed all action descriptions. Oops. Subtitles removed all action descriptions from subtitles and new shell music. So that is it, guys. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do the ultimate test. This is probably what you're here for. If you got the game yourself, I would like to try this out. We are going to continue. The game was saved in the previous version of We Happy Few and might not work properly. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, we do. Because this will decide whether or not I'm going to do an episode this Thursday or not. Regardless, I will, just to check out some of the other stuff and whatnot, just to see how it all is working, how the new update is, and obviously to keep the game going, but it's not like we made a massive amount of progress, but for me to get back to where we are here and complete everything we've done, we're talking 2-3 hours work, and that's quite a bit of work for us to do. Damn, fool, look at how nice that looks. Holy shit, good job, guys. God damn. And then, like they said, see, there's 2. I remember the last time we did that, we were getting like 2 and 2 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 4 and 6. Let's just check that out. See. Yeah, see there. That's 5, 6, 8. So see, there you go. Big difference. Look at how much you get. Wow. So like they said, you search, you will get, and you no longer just run through and grab 2 when you do each kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. Liking it. Now let's head into town. What the fuck? As I said, what the hell is the telephone doing out here? Hey, how you doing? You know what, you call me fucking names, I punch you right in the face, bitch. There you go.
Look, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah. So that's one thing I really wish they would do, is allow you to just pick up 1. Not all. I guess I could do the inventory button, but I'm lazy. I don't really feel like doing that right now. Alright, so what else have we got here? If we go back in here, that's under renovations, and do shit. Keep downers where they belong. If you see something, say something. Damn you. Bastards. Well, you can see they've done pretty good, and so far we don't have any serious issues. Thanks, man. I got them off your dad. Ha ha ha. So where the fuck are we?
Are you a tourist? You're dressed like
Ooh,
one.
nice shoot down there, buddy boy. Let's see if we can do... Oh, empty. I know it says coin box in here, but I never have one. And I don't know if that's like a big issue. Let's see. Oh, it's...
This is for you.
Because you're such a hard worker. Cerebus was the first Bobby. Nice. We actually completed a quest today.
Well, this is an unexpected surprise.
It certainly is.
Let's get the rest of the legs.
Lovely day for it.
Right, Toad.
Maybe what I should do is take some joy.
We've got a gander here. That won't do at all.
Happiness is a choice.
There you go.
That's the last drop.
Uh-oh.
Simon says, step on one lit platform.
Uh-oh.
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some...
Oh, shit.
You can never have joy, can you? Happiness is a choice.
Alright, just put my gas mask on.
Simon says, step on 2 platforms.
Oh. What the fuck?
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you?
Nope.
Happiness is a choice.
Simon
Step
says.
on 3 lit platforms. I didn't say Simon says.
Oh, I was paying attention.
Now, Simon says, step on 3 lit platforms.
Okay, where are we going?
Maybe I should find a...
Ow. Ow. That was only 2. Fantastic, you did it. No, I didn't. I don't feel so good.
Now, for the last challenge, Simon says, step on all the lit platforms.
Okay. Quick. Run. Ow. Why? Ow. Ow, what the fuck? Why would you do that to me? Alright guys, you know what? I'm done. So anyways guys, I would hope you enjoyed this. We actually completed a bit of a quest here, which is pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you already know what to do. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And you'll get to see at least 3 videos every single day. Take care.